squeezed a bit out the back at the start, and the Thunder Rolls trails. The quartet that's proceeding in front. LASTFORTINOFAMILY underneath Victor Santiago is out to the early lead with Highly Perfect underneath Fence. A bold ride, well positioned, third deep, and then way out the center of the track is Empty Holster, and out the back, not by long, and the Thunder Rolls. A newbie to this soil is out, gonna have to go the wide part and the wide journey. Dropping out Highly Perfect. There's LASTFORTINOFAMILY continuing on that front running presence by just about a long neck. A bold ride challenging every step of the way. Wider to Empty Holster, past the 550 they go. Waiting on hold, and the Thunder Rolls is now waiting for a seam to develop, and back into the bridle steps Highly Perfect. Wide open as they reach the top of the stretch in the opener. LASTFORTINOFAMILY continues to lengthen that stride and the lead to a length and a half over Highly Perfect. And the Thunder Rolls is third. LASTFORTINOFAMILY out by 2 and gonna win it. LASTFORTINOFAMILY on the board at 8-5 will win by just over a length and a quarter from Highly Perfect second, and the Thunder Rolls was third. In closure, winner of the opener tonight, number 2, LASTFORTINOFAMILY. And jockey Victor Santiago, owned by Jody Durham, trained by Mike Durham. LASTFORTINOFAMILY is a 6-year-old gelded son of Flatter. And see they're trying to straighten away, and they're off and running. Good break in the center for WW Russian Gold. Out the outside, and wandering up is Backshot, but splitting early is Winging Ways. Winging Ways out there comfortable at 3-1, just a neck better than Backshot, right off the outside. Inside running is your favorite Road Game, and Victor Santiago looking for the early double in third, well positioned. Then comes King Tito, about 6 off the front running pair, and another 3 back to WW Russian Gold, who's way out the back, but none further back there than a very desolate change direction, who's completely been outrun out by about 20. On the front, Winging Ways inside with company, and that of a sidling up Backshot. These two inseparable, and here comes Road Game. First to go all in past the quarter pole. Fourth is King Tito. Fifth, WW Russian Gold circumventing on the far outside, and nothing from change direction. Deep stretch. Inside the final furlong grounds. Inside rail to Winging Ways. On that one's outside comes Backshot. Down the center is Road Game, who's gathering up momentum. Nothing between Backshot and Winging Ways. Backshot to win the second. Backshot and Rainier Arietta by a length and a quarter from Winging Ways in second. Then it was Road Game, and the oncoming into the winner's circle steps number 6, Backshot, and jockey Rainier Arietta, co-owned by Charles Ritter and trainer Scott Becker. Backshot is a 6-year-old chestnut ridgeling of Tapiture. And they're off. Perfect Dispatch. In the pink, Tappet Sam won the jump. There goes Tisrick on the inside of that. And Hustled Upon is stumped to flash some early get up and go into third. Wider out on the deeper track of the proceedings is Shanghai Point, who now settles in right behind the front running Threesome. And then it's Sir Corey, and out the back in the purple is One Way Home with a late kick. 6 lengths separates this field of 6. They go past the half mile in 22 4/5 of a second. Tappet Sam, Rainier Arietta trying to sneak away from the rest. Stump is passed in earnest by the outside runner, Shanghai Point, who moves up towards the front. On the fence now is Stump, and way back losing space is Tisrick to the oncoming Sir Corey, and still languishing far back is One Way Home. Quarter mile to go. The leader is Shanghai Point. Victor Santiago out by a length. Hustled Upon with right hand urging his Tappet Sam. Stump re-rallies. 3 off the inside fence and means business. And here comes Sir Corey out of the breach, who is 4th but is gaining good ground on the front running trio. On the lead, Shanghai Point. Tappet Sam. Stump over the top to win. Stump wins it from Tappet Sam in second, then Shanghai Point. Into the winner's circle, the Deluxe Derby Trophy Race goes to number 2, Stump, and jockey Alexander Bendezu, owned by Roberto Cortez, trained by Josh Apple. And they're off. Little Mighty Man, quickest away from the barrier. There goes the speed of Jack Van Berg to overhaul and take it. They better get wise to the speed on the front. Crankshaft is now up into second. Little Mighty Man has gone from the lead to 4th and is passed by Tap's Big Shot in 3rd. Out the back is late running DeYank by about 6 lengths. On the lead, right where he wants to go, Jack Van Berg, Javor Simpson by over 3 lengths. From Crankshaft in second, third, Taps Big Shot, fourth, Little Mighty Man, and is on the move, Little Mighty Man, and is going to try to overhaul the longtime leader past the 5/16, Jack Van Berg. Still trailing around the turn is DeYank by about 8 lengths. It's JVB, 22 3/5 of a second. 45 2, get you some of that. Jack Van Berg has to fend off 4-time winner. Little Mighty Man is trying to get up, but it's Jack Van Berg by 3. Jack Van Berg on the board right down at a good price at 2-1 is going to go gate 2 wire. Jack Van Berg by 2, 2 1/4. Little Mighty Man was second, then it was DeYank from last to third. And Gabriella Colvis, trained by Pete Scalcione, 7-year-old gelded son of Honor and Serve, out of the elusive quality mare, Senorita Margarita, bred in Kentucky by Haymarket Farm. Maiden claimers sent on their mile journey, breaking out very well from the outside stalls. Wave the Gold and Leland John, both long shots, and really bouncing off one another as well. On the inside of proceedings, from towards the center and gaining good ground early is Uncle OG to show the way. A bit of a headstrong Leland John underneath 10-pound apprentice. Harold Ortega is positioned second. Wave the Gold will be way back in third after about a 4-length break. Alpha Leah runs a very comfortable fourth. Fifth down the back stretch is Span, the troublesome gate horse. On the outside, moving on up from the far outside, Victor Santiago aboard Dragging Maine, who moves on up well. Then next we have Marching Orders, and still moving on up from last is Noble Creeker. About 15 lengths separates this field of 8. 25 1/5 of a second for the opening quarter, the half in 48 3. And dragging the rider, Victor Balin around turn number 2 is Uncle OG by 3 and widening from a retreating Leland John. Back up into the bridle comes Dragging Maine into third and means business. Alpha Leah has to do about 8 or 9 lengths to the good. Faltering on the far outside is Noble Creeker. Noble Creeker trying to get back into the scheme of things and means business as well. Longtime leader past the 330-yard mark. Uncle OG is desperate. Here's a Dragging Maine and Victor Santiago down the crown of the course. Alpha Leah is gaining as well. Down the center, no aspirations for Wave the Gold. Longtime leader, Uncle OG, is the winner. Victor Balin, another route win. 2 3/4 from Dragging Maine in second. It could have been into the winner's circle. Winner of tonight's 5th race, the Judy Talk Derby to Me 50th birthday trophy race, goes to number 3 Uncle OG and jockey Victor Balin. Owned by Jody Durham, trained by Mike Durham. Acting up at the start was number 1 Shinedown, gave up all chance. Away well, Golub City to show the way. Along the outside is Iggy Biggs and Alex Bendezu out to the lead by about a half. Trying the inside route is Goldie Cat as they line up top. Way back, we have Moon Pie's Image in a handy enough 4th. Running 5th is Golub's Ranger, and that horrible start has Shinedown way out the back by at least 12. On the lead is the speed of Iggy Biggs and Alex Bendezu, throwing it down by 2, 2 1/4 from Golub City and Corey Orman second. Chase mode is Goldie Cat, the youngster out here, the 3-year-old, vying for position on the far outside as they head past the 550-yard mark. Moon Pie's Image is inching in closer. The rest are of no consequence. On the lead, Iggy Biggs trying to fend off both Golub City and Goldie Cat, fanned out wide. Here comes Moon Pie's Image in for a chance. Deep stretch, final furlong. It's Iggy Biggs, longtime leader. Golub City trying in vain. Iggy Biggs is too darn good to win at 6-5. Photo coming for second. Looks like it goes to Golub City over Goldie. 5 races they run together. Iggy Biggs and a riding double for Alex Bendezu. Red Hot owner Antonio Donato, Red Hot trainer Armando Hernandez. Iggy Biggs, 4-year-old. And they're off. Hustled upon from the outside stall is Rock the Birdhouse to gain momentum with the bookend Carson Reserve. These two out together. Splitting is not to be denied. Also with pace is Blame Terry, who backs off of it. So round turn number 1 past the 7. It's going to be not to be denied. Inside Carson Reserve, a joint leadership. Henri Angel will be third and tucked away. Outside running about the 4 path is Blame Terry. That's your front running superfecta early on past the 3/4. Back there in 5th is Rock the Birdhouse from the outside stall as they zip right along here in the closeout race. A big break back to the also runners early. Candy Looker, and back behind Candy Looker is Warm Beauty, who has to make up about a dozen lengths. 25 seconds flat as they continue past the half mile in 48 and 2. They quicken noticeably. Not to be denied, Javi Diego out by 2. It's your odds board favorite, Blame Terry, conditioned in second. On the outside, moving willingly in third is Henri Angel. Bowing out is Carson Reserve. Then back, no change there in 5th is Rock the Birdhouse. Here comes Candy Looker. Warm Beauty is starting to rev up as well from far, far back, but they seem to have too much to do. They ran 3/4 in 1:13 and 3. Longtime leader down the stretch run. It's not to be denied, still by 2.5. Blame Terry is shaken up and asked. Here comes Henri Angel, who's gaining ground every step of the way, but they have to do a lot to catch, not to be denied. Here comes Carson Reserve on the inside, but it's too late. Not to be denied took him gate to wire. Then it was Blame Terry, Carson Reserve with a gate. Into the winner's circle steps Not to be denied and jockey Javier Diego. Owned by Lanny Yates, trained by Rhonda Thurman, a 5-year-old daughter of Kitten's Joy, out of Bidding War by Grand Slam. Bred in Kentucky.